Hi there, Mike here with another Badonsky Buccaneers video fishing report. It's September 23rd and fall has officially begun, and it's a beautiful day at that. Being off season, the ramps were uncrowded. As a matter of fact, today I was at a leisurely pace. On this trip, my stepson, Braxton, and I are planning on running out southeast towards the nipple in hopes of putting some pelagics in the fish box. Primarily wahoo and mahi, also known as dolphin. I've been watching an eddy of blue water approaching the area of the nipple this week, and a couple days before I had a report from a friend of mine some weed lines, Sargasso seaweed, were just south of that area holding mahi. My only concern today is a slightly northerly wind we've been having has probably pushed the weed lines out of our reach. But being optimistic, we decide to make a run to see if we can find anything there anyway. About 5 miles before reaching the nipple, we've hit clean water, so we drop in our Ballyhood Lures Cowbell on the Penn Squall 50 and try some trolling for wahoo. We run several miles around the nipple, as well as the area known as the 131 hole a little to the northeast, then south for several more miles without a single strike. By now we are well into the area of blue water. It's that kind of electric blue that reminds me of the Gulf Stream just off of the Florida Keys. So we drop in the Tiagras and the TLD, pulling our dolphin candy and Ballyhood snagger daisy chain, a sure hit for catching any mahi in the area. After several more miles and still no sign of weeds, no birds, and now we are reaching the limit of our range. So we pick up and start heading back towards the edge when we come across a white speck on the horizon. When we check it out, it ends up being an old beanbag chair floating along, surrounded by some blue runners, filefish, and mahi. We make a loop back around to it, and I set Braxton up on the discarded chair, and I start throwing in chunks of bonita and northern mackerel, which is the same bait Braxton's using. In seconds, he's hooked up. Braxton is using my Quantum Cabo 5000 with about 25-pound monofilament line on a 7-foot Shakespeare Ugly Stick and a 3/0 owner's circle hook. I grabbed one of the twins. You know, one of our Penn Spin Fisher V 8500s on the Blue Water Carnage spinning rod. I know it's kind of overkill for chicken dolphin, but it was the easiest one I could get to. I try set up the trolling motor where we can pace with the drifting beanbag with some effort. Braxton puts a couple on the boat, and I don't do too bad myself. After a fish or two on the cut bait, and we lost a couple, they seem to wise up, and we have to change up. Time for some live bait. Braxton uses a sabiki rig and puts a few of the blue runners in the live well, and we start catching mahi again. After a couple more fish, they get wise, and once again we have to change tactics to entice a bite. After exhausting a couple more tactics, we throw in the towel and head for the next spot. Stopping at the edge, I round off our catch today with a few vermilion snapper. A nice rounded collection for the fish box, and guaranteed smiles at the dinner table for this week. Stand by for a short Mike's Tackle Box segment next. Hi, Mike here with Badonsky Buccaneers. I hope you enjoyed that episode, and I want to take just a second on this episode of Mike's Tackle Box to share with you a new lure from Unfair Lures. This just came out recently, and this is actually called a Stick Minnow 120 Shad, but as you can see here, this looks a lot, I mean remarkably like a cigar minnow. So this is a real good lure. I haven't had a chance to actually put it on the fish yet, but just in the side-by-side comparison, you can see it looks exactly like a cigar minnow. I encourage y'all to go out and try it, as well as all of Paul's other unfair lures. Started off targeting inshore species with these. So look them up online, go to your local tackle shop and find them. I guarantee you will not be disappointed in their action or the results. That's Mike's Tackle Box for today. Y'all have a blessed day. See you next time. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this fishing report and found it entertaining as well as informative. God bless, and y'all have a nice day.